football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season
there he goes! He's got enough for the first down. They'll slide it at the 37.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take in the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And the Terrapins are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw on third. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Smashes through the tackle. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got his man. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Coming out on first down completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down on the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to fire. Here's the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off the play fake on 1st down. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. He makes the catch. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Now the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier, and bring him down.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, NC State. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Got the quick completion. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's April. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Wow, and that was just a bad puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job. Stopped the play for no gain.
Gonna swing it on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down. First play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. On the move is the 30. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Under fire. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then they're
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that
he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. Did a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. He wants to throw it. Right down the middle. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that is just what you want. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That's exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The inside handoff. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got a man, it's Blade. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Terrapins have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Gets it out fast.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to fire on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
He'll bring it out. It's Moncrief. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. They'll run play action. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option but to throw it
outside the pocket. I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Another incompletion on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The kick is on its way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Throwing right. Got his man. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And the missed connection on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They booted away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Fights off the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Terrapins want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Buying some time. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football. But, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it. And he doesn't do it there.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete.
Yeah, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position of the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Quickly complete. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Terrapins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Card in the backfield. It's Evanson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Extending the play. Complete on the comeback. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching